Hello demigods, monsters, and gods alike. As always, this is the Olympus Report. What's that one book that you can just read over and over again? For a lot, I feel Percy Jackson falls under that category, but we all like some more than most. So here are my top 5 favorite books from the Riordanverse. Number 5. The Red Pyramid. The Kane Chronicles was the last series I read in the Riordanverse, but boy did it not disappoint. I just love jumping into new worlds and experiencing it with the characters for the first time. I loved getting to know Carter and Sadie, and I'm a big magic person, so I loved that aspect of the books. I thought it was really cool and unique and different from the other Riordan books. Egyptian history has always fascinated me, and this was a great introduction into the Egyptian lore and gods. And for anyone who's just as curious as me, this is a great starting point. Number 4. The Sword of Summer. I love the Magnus Chase series, but I especially loved this book. It was just incredible from beginning to end. I mean, the main character dies like in the first or second chapter. That's insane. And like I said before, there's just something really special about the first time jumping into a world and meeting all the new characters. Plus, we get more Annabeth post Heroes of Olympus, and that is just awesome. I wasn't as fascinated by Norse mythology as I was Egyptian, but Rick just does such a good job of writing that I was instantly hooked. Number 3. The House of Hades. Percy and Annabeth in Tartarus, Frank getting the blessing of Ares and leading an army, Nico accepting who he is, and Leo Anno Gigia. I mean, come on, this book has everything. This book is non-stop action and never disappoints. Each chapter constantly had me on the edge of the seat and always left me off on a cliffhanger. I could just not put this book down. I mean, the characters just go through so much and grow so much in this book. Plus, that final battle as Annabeth and Percy race to the doors of death, incredible. Number 2. The Titan's Curse. To me, The Titan's Curse is the most different out of the 5 original Percy Jackson books, and honestly, that's why I love it. The introduction to the Hunters of Artemis is awesome, and we finally get a proper introduction to Thalia Grace. And really, this is the only full book with her, as she only pops up from time to time in some other books. And we get to meet Nico for the first time. As well, Percy and Annabeth's relationship starts to develop. I mean, these aren't just kids anymore. Plus, we get the damn jokes. And Atlas is a great final boss. And we get not only one heartbreaking death, but 2 heartbreaking deaths. I mean, this book just has it all. Number 1. The Mark of Athena. To me, nothing will ever top this book. I've honestly lost track on how many times I've reread it. To me, my favorite parts in the Heroes of Olympus novels were when the 7 demigods were together, and the Mark of Athena is full of that. It's one adventure after the next, and there's danger around every corner. There's never a dull moment. And for the first time in 7 books, we finally get Annabeth's first-person perspective. From Percy's "you drop this" to the final battle where Percy and Jason team up, and finally to Annabeth's incredible journey, this book is just awesome. And that ending, I mean, like, come on, so good, but so bad. This is the moment that has been hinted at from the very first Percy Jackson book, from when Percy was almost dragged into Tartarus. You know, it's kind of like poetry.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Every time I reread it, I'm just as engrossed as the last. Well, those are my top 5 favorite books from the Riordanverse. Let me know which moment had you on the edge of your seat. And as always, until next time, demigods, stay safe.